Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I am the Lone Ranger. I have been in the mortgage business for almost 32 years. It'll be 32 years this March, and I've had such an amazing ride. I so much enjoy helping folks become homeowners. You know, there's no such thing as a rich renter. You hear me say that all the time. And it is the perfect opportunity for you to stop renting and become a homeowner. Now, if you already own a home and you have an interest rate that is somewhere with a 4 in front of it or greater, you owe it to yourself to stop the car, pick up the phone, and give me a call at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or you can visit my website at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Now, so if you are a first responder, if you are a teacher, or if you are in law enforcement, I have an amazing program for you. You know, the state and the federal government has no special programs for you, but Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Lone Ranger, has some tremendous programs that'll save you thousands of dollars. Just give me a call. You can always reach me at 407-706-3313, or you can visit my website at webringyouhome.com. So if you are renting, I want you to start thinking about bucking that landlord. Let's get rid of them and let's become a homeowner. You know, I've got 0 down payment loans for veterans. I have 0 down payment loans for USDA if you want to buy in one of the areas that's USDA qualified. But think about this. I have no credit score requirements on an FHA loan with 3.5% down. You owe it to yourself to stop renting. Come on, your average rent's like $1,350. If you got a 3-bedroom apartment, you're probably paying $1,500 a month. For $1,600 a month, I can get you into a $250,000 house for about $8,750 out of pocket. That's your investment. Well, listen, I've got an amazing guest with me today. Her name is Haley Doyle. She's known as the Purple Agent. Right? The Purple Agent?
That is me. Hey, Bruce. Thanks so much for having me today.
Oh, you're so welcome. I brought Haley on because, you know what? She's really energetic. I love her attitude. She's super focused on the Winter Park market. Tell me a little bit about you. Why would somebody choose Haley, the Purple Agent, to be their real estate agent? And what are you bringing to the table in Winter Park for us today?
Well, thanks for asking, Bruce. Well, me being the Purple Agent of Winter Park, I think that I bring a lot to the table, being extremely tech savvy and young. I am a marketing major as well, so I know a lot about different marketing techniques, and I've had global marketing experience as well. So, that combined with my ambition and customer service background, I'm able to really help people and make the whole process fun and successful for them as well. I'm also a great negotiator, and I feel like that definitely helps. My clients, I want to give them the most money as possible. I want to work for my commission, and, I want to make sure to help them.
You know, that's why I really enjoyed meeting with you. The very first time I met with you, I knew that the energy that you were going to bring to the table for a buyer or a seller was definitely going to be over the top. You're a lot of fun to be with, which means that somebody that is looking to purchase a home is going to enjoy the experience with you. But there's something else that I really liked about you too. You are a fierce negotiator. So you're going to fight for for the best deal for a buyer, right?
Oh, absolutely. Just this past July, I actually helped one of my clients get, the selling price down to over $20,000 less than the asking price. So it definitely helps being a first-time home buyer.
Well, that's
having
not
someone
easy
negotiate.
In this market, is it?
Oh, no, definitely not, especially with this low inventory right now.
Yeah. Tell me about the inventory. What's going on in Central Florida? Do you have some stats for me for Central Florida, or is it the Orange County market?
Yeah, absolutely. So in this area, the Central Florida market, inventory has been extremely low for months now. So, for example, this past December, there were 3,542 homes that were closed. And that is, just a lot less than.
Well, what I know from those numbers is that you've only got about a month and a half worth of inventory right now.
That's correct. So yeah, actually this past December, there was over 4,500 homes that were in inventory. And comparing that to the same time, December 2019, that's going to be, almost half, because back then it was over 7,000.
Yeah, it was almost 8,000 homes.
Yeah.
So here's a balanced market in any real estate market is about 6 months to a year worth of inventory.
Sure.
Right now, we've got a month and a half worth of inventory.
Yes.
So what that does is it really helps anybody that owns a home gain more equity, which is savings, right? So equity
absolutely.
Is
That's exactly what you want as a home buyer. So, it's the perfect time to own a home and have that equity bring you more money into your pocket.
Right. And the great thing about equity in a home is you're not paying any taxes on that until you sell that home. And in most cases, unless you have a substantial capital gain, you're not going to pay any taxes on it anyway. So it's actually the best way to save money. Now, since the market is increasing so rapidly right now, like I know that in Orange and Seminole County, they saw almost 15% in appreciation. Yes. So that means if you bought a home for $250,000, it's worth almost $280 now. But
so great.
Does that push out the new first-time home buyer and really make it challenging for them to get in? And is it too late for them to jump in right now?
Oh, no, absolutely not. This is the perfect time for a new home buyer to purchase their home and start getting equity themselves.
Right. I agree with that. And there's a combination of reasons because look at, you can't, we could go back and look at 50 years from in the past and say, hey, look at, I could have bought that house for $100,000 and now it's worth $350,000. It doesn't mean that waiting is the right thing to do. The market is red hot right now. It's a great time to buy, and interest rates are still at historical lows.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you know so much about that, Bruce.
Well, I do know about that. I make it a point to know about that because that's the business that I'm in. And, it's exciting to be able to get people interest rates in the 2s or 3s where that's really never happened in my career before. I've seen 3s in the past, but I've never seen interest rates in the 2s. Now, even back a few years ago when interest rates took a slight dip, a 15-year loan, if you could get it at 3% was amazing opportunity. Right now, I'm seeing 15-year loans. I quoted one client 1.99% on a 15-year no cash out refi, and that's incredible.
Now, really is.
I'm not saying, Haley, everybody can qualify for that rate,
Sure.
But if your scores are super high, that was a rate that was available. But I am seeing 15 years in the low to mid 2s. Okay. Incredible.
No kidding.
Incredible. And I'm seeing 30-year in the mid to high 2s or even low 3s, depending on credit scores.
Wow.
So think about this. I can get a client into an FHA loan at say 3.25% with 3.5% down. And you look at a $250,000 house, that's about an $8,800 contribution. That's your down payment. And if you could only experience 3% in appreciation, you made $6,000.
Wow.
Almost $7,000 on an $8,700 investment. Show me where you can get 86% return on your investment. Pretty crazy numbers.
Yeah.
So you've got, I had an opportunity to visit your listing. You've got a listing. And if somebody wanted to reach you, what website would they go to find your listings?
So they can go to my website, evpurpleagent.com. That's E for Engel, V for Volkers, for the company that I work with, purpleagent.com.
Great. And if you want to reach Haley and you'd like to interview her to help you list your home or to represent you as a buyer, you can call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Just ask me for Haley's number. I would be more than happy to hook you up with Haley. You will enjoy working with her. She is a lot of fun, but most importantly is she's got her eye on your market, on your money. So she will negotiate like a mad person. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more with Haley about what she does to help negotiate the best possible transactions for you as a buyer or for you as a seller when you're out looking to buy or sell a home. We'll be back in just a few minutes.